Welcome everybody to another episode of Dude Check This Out, podcast where we bring you the best in golf, hilarious stories, viral reels, and all of the random stuff that makes life worth it.
Like pooping.
Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. We are gunning for 100, 100. We want to get there. I know you got some juicy content. I don't have a ton. I do have a little bit of info for you, but you just want to go and start it off because you're
just jump into it. Let's just jump right into it, Chad. Yeah.
What you got?
Well, I'm still on my work PC, as you may notice. Well, actually, you can't even tell. I'm still on my work PC because I kept on trying to restart my actual computer, and then it kept blue screening, so ended up just using the reset option on it, which I've been kind of wanting to do anyways. Like, there's so much, I feel like it just gets so much crud on it after a while. They just need to reset it. Like, I don't know if your PC is kind of feeling the same. No. You keep the thing pretty clean down there?
No, she's pretty dirty.
Yeah.
I have not had blue screen issues since my last PC. Ever since I built my PC from the ground up, we had that problem. Yours is a pre-built, right?
Yeah.
Doubt that's the issue. What have you found? Like, has it started working better now that you just did a hard reset?
Yeah, I literally just did it like 10 minutes before the show.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I was working and I was like, oh, do what?
You just gotta download everything again?
Yeah, well, it gives you the option to reset it, but still keep your files on it. So it's still got my background. It's still got some of the icons on there. It seems like it nuked half of it, but it's at least running and I can use it. I'm guessing it was what you mentioned last time, which is probably like a memory or a RAM thing. It was just too full because I don't know how it decides to do storage, but I remember I've been trying to clean out stuff on it and it still is just so full of crap, but I can't tell what it is. Even in the storage settings, I'm like, I have no idea what's taking up space here.
All your videos, bro. Quit downloading videos.
Shut up. It's not that. Yeah, that is a weird fact of life. Like, why do people download? I'm going to assume you're talking about adult videos. Why do people download those? You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's the drive to watch the same one over and over again?
Well, hold up. Not that I do it, but I could understand wanting to come back to the hits,
Hold up.
Wait a minute. I think
you revisit.
I think sure. Yeah. I mean, everyone's got their favorites. Like, you listen to your favorite songs probably multiple times a day, I'd assume.
Sure.
Kind of keep it on lock.
I can respect it.
Yeah. But it's like, it's kind of like, unless you're going on travel or somewhere where you're not going to have reception, why do you need to download videos? Like, why do people download videos on their computer? I think it's a holdover from the 90s when things took so long to download on a computer that it's just like an older person habit. And they're just like, oh, I'm just going to download this because then I can have it. So I think
all you old porn watchers, quit downloading your shit.
Yeah. Hey, who's hitting the share? I know this is not a hot take, but who's hitting the share button next to those? You know what I mean?
Who's commenting on these fucking things? Any of the community aspects of all that? What's the point? Why?
Yeah. There's some freaks out there. I'll tell you what.
We should,
I just have nowhere to share to. What?
We should respectfully, maybe a third party or you, not me,
sure.
Go on to the sites, get a crisp new video, and look at whoever's down bad in the comments. We comment back to them, get them on the show, and start asking questions.
Yeah. Oh, we can make this like an investigative journalism show.
Just for porn.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it took 2 years in the journalism school. I'm locked and ready for this.
Dude, you're made for this.
I forgot all of it.
Doing this.
Yeah, this is great. Porn detectives.
New podcast idea.
Yeah, oh shit.
What do we call it? We could call it the
Dude, check this out.
Dude, jerk this out.
Dude, oh my god. That's brilliant. Sponsored by the Apple Cock Ring.
Yeah.
Dude.
That was gold.
I re-listened to that portion a few times. I was cracking my shit. Go listen to last week's episode. The last 15 minutes of it, I think.
Yeah, it'll make you giggle.
Yeah, make a giggle gaggle. But PC's resetting, so we'll see what the damage is when we wrap up here and see how annoying it is to put everything back on there.
Yeah, seriously, like all the hundreds of downloads that you have to do for like Call of Duty and all those games and shit.
Yeah, actually, it's probably a good thing that those got wiped because I wasn't really playing them on my PC, so now I can just go back and be like, okay, I want to intentionally download this one. So
What games are
probably
you
not
playing
positive.
on your PC versus like your Xbox?
Really not much. I kind of switched back over mostly to Xbox. It's just I don't know. Maybe I will download Call of Duty on there just because the Discord stuff is super annoying when we're playing on Xbox. Because half the reason I download the game is to troll people via voice. But when we're in Discord, because we're cross-platform, I can't do that in the game. So it's like really tampering my enjoyment.
Did you ever look that up? Like, is that do you? Oh, she going crazy.
What are you doing? She never meows like that.
That was funny. That was like a
Yeah.
guttural meow.
Yeah. What are you doing, bro? Anyways,
what was I gonna ask? Do you think
Discord
that
thing.
that was truly like a game type situation, or do you
Yeah.
think it is just because it's cross platform?
I think it's just because it's like Discord is like overriding the audio settings because I was playing on my own like a couple matches and I could hear people on voice. So
Weird.
it was definitely Discord just overriding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I got that going. I got the PC reset. Trying to decide if I should leave the juiciest one for last or just get into it.
Let's just do it. Just
right.
knock it out.
So, like whenever we first started this show, I'd been, talking to some ladies on the apps, and that was kind of part of the discourse. And then you may have noticed for a while it didn't really come up as a topic because I was not interested in messing with that. So,
sure.
long drought on that side, and then kind of last week started talking to a lady on Hinge. And she sucked at communication.
Classic.
She was really bad at texting. And for some reason, I was like, I'm just going to like push through this. Like maybe she's just a bad texter. So started sending voice notes, and that actually worked pretty well. Like just sending voice notes back and forth.
Damn.
Because I think it's just better than texting at this point on those things. Because you can't only so much information is communicated via texts on those, and it's a restricted medium. So you have to really use it to its potential. And anyways, talking a little bit, she's awful at replying. I was like, you know what? It'd be good to kind of get back out in the game. Just go meet somebody, regardless if I think it's not going to go well or whatever. And so Tuesday this week, one of her prompts on our profile was pick our first date idea, and one of them was go meet each other at a thrift store and pick out ridiculous items for each other, and then go get drinks. I'm like, that sounds kind of fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, I was like, that's a cool idea. I never tried that before. So we decided to do that Tuesday afternoon at 6:30, and day of, I was replying, and her responses were a little bit more delayed than normal, and I was like, it's weird. And so the evening comes, it's 15 minutes away. I drive out. I was like, text her. I was like, hey, I'm getting ready to roll out. And then I get there. I'm like, hey, just pulled up. Let me know when you get here. And I kept my phone open in my car, and I was just watching it because part of me was like, something's good. This is not actually going to happen. And sure enough, she unmatched me. Just straight up. Didn't say anything. Didn't reply. Straight unmatched.
15 minutes before?
When I was there. I was there. It was I was on time. I was a couple minutes early. She just unmatched me. Didn't say anything. Just straight up stood up.
I'm fucking flabbergasted. What is wrong with people?
Don't know. Don't know.
What do you think? What can you Dude, I don't even know what to say to this. That is fucking wild. Why do you think that would have happened?
I don't know. I mean, maybe she was just nervous or anxious or something, or not actually that interested. I don't know.
Fucking loser. What the hell is wrong with this lady?
Yeah, it's it was a weird mixture of disappointment, but also relief, because I was like, I don't know if I'm actually gonna like this person that much, but maybe I would. Who knows?
Sure.
But also just this is the first time in 5 to 6 months that I've gone out, put a little bit more effort into the replies and stuff, and just that happens. I was like, bruh.
Dude, that is truly awful. And I feel really bad for you. I swear I just heard a situation like this last week where it happened to someone. So maybe it's a more common thing than we think about. That's actually insane. Fuck that person.
Right. I've had people tell me hey, I'm just not feeling it. I'm like, okay, fine. I get it. Or cancel or, whatever. Like, that's fine if you communicate it to me, but just straight up nothing. I was like, bitch.
Bitch.
And so I went to the driving range afterwards and had a really good session.
See, there's a silver lining. It's
Yeah.
it's the range sesh, bro.
Yeah, so that was my Tuesday evening. Made some
Dude.
chicken nuggets. It was great.
I'm so sorry. That's terrible.
That's all right. I appreciate
You don't deserve that.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I feel like that would kind of, at least for me, I'd be like, all right, I'm back off the apps. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, I haven't like been swiping since. I just now thought about that. Actually, I haven't been swiping since then. I was just like, it is what it is.
You'll find your.
We thug it out.
We'll thug it out.
Yeah.
Damn,
that was really chill.
Well, I'd fuck you.
I would too. Thank you.
Yeah, you're right. I'd go on that date with you. Don't you forget.
Yeah. But a cool little subplot of that story. You know how I lost my wallet on that bachelor party trip earlier this year? And ever since then, since I've gotten like the new Apple, like the new phone case wallet thing, there's been a few instances where I just lose track of it. And I'm like, this is so unlike me. Like I usually don't lose my wallet like this. And so Sunday, I was hanging around the house, just like chilling out after doing my thing in the morning. I think I went golfing Sunday. Yeah, because didn't I went golfing Sunday, which that's another side story. But anyways, that night I went to Dairy Queen, which is like right across the street from me. Just I get my small chocolate shake sometimes in the evening. It's just a good little right in between the late football window and Sunday night football. Get my little chocolate ice cream. And on the way back, I was I have to cross traffic. It's a pretty busy intersection, and so I was like kind of jogging because the light was really quick, and my phone popped out of my pocket. Because I was still using the D brand skin and it was like really slick. And so it fell out of my pocket, fell on the concrete, and luckily the phone's okay. But didn't notice at the time, but my wallet was in the road. Didn't notice it because I was just like kind of scrambling to pick up my phone and like went home. Monday didn't have to use my wallet. I just used tap to pay whenever I went out. Didn't even think about it. Like never went across my mind. And then Tuesday, as I was getting ready for date night, I was like, where's my wallet? And so just started looking around the house, started looking everywhere. I was like, is it in my car? Checked in my car, not in my car. I was like, fuck, I have to go through the whole process, get my license again. Like there goes $20 that I have in there. They're like credit card. I was checking my statements. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's still on the road. Maybe it's still on the road. That's the last place I remember kind of seeing it. And so I walk out there. It rained Monday, I think. And walk out there. Sure enough, it's sitting right in the middle of the road, like a day and a half to 2 days later.
Was it all fucked?
Oh yeah. I should have brought it up, but like it's frayed and fucked. But my license was fine. My $20 bill was fine. My credit card was fine. And so yeah, we're rocking. We got it back.
Dude, holy shit.
Yeah.
Life is just coming at you, man. You're just you're just raw dogging this bitch.
Just fucking, yeah, boy. Got my wallet back.
How lucky though, like honestly, the fact that $20 was still there is kind of crazy.
The fact that all of it was still there, I was like, sure. I mean, it was black, so it kind of blended in with the road, and it was like in the middle of the left turn lane. So like, somebody or a few people had clearly driven over it, but it wasn't like totally fucked up, and it was just sitting there after like a day full of rain. I'm like, this is wild.
Was it? You said it was the Apple one?
It was a knockoff one because the Apple one was the original one I lost. It was like an Amazon knockoff.
Yeah. I wonder if it was like so flat that like it just kept a seal
stuck to it. Because I did have to peel it off, and it smelled terrible.
I fucking bet it did that. Like it was like fake leather or something.
Yeah, it's like that fake leather. I kept it in the I have it in my drawer downstairs.
Dude, you and wallets.
I don't know what it is. I've always been pretty good about it. So now I'm using my actual wallet because I have to order a new phone one.
I say you should just like wear a fucking satchel or something. That way it can't drop out anymore.
Just a fanny pack always.
Yeah.
I'm really considering getting one of those like AirTag ones, even though it's going to be bulky and annoying and heavy, but I feel like at this point it's worth it. Yeah,
if you've lost 2 wallets in the span of like 6 months, you definitely need to buy that.
Yeah. And then a subplot of that subplot is I cracked my screen protector like maybe like 3 weeks ago, and the Best Buy near me closed, and it's kind of out of the way for both of the other Best Buys. And so I was just kind of like, yeah, whatever, putting it off. So I finally go and get it swapped out on Saturday and swap the screen protector out. And then I drop it on Sunday and it's fucking cracked again.
Oh my god.
It was cracked for 3 weeks. I replaced it. I'm like, this is beautiful. I did a great installation job, and then I cracked it the very next day. And I was like, cool. Cool.
I'm telling you, dude, you're just fucking in the blender of life right now.
Yeah, things are happening. Things are moving and shaking.
But your mustache still looks good.
Thank you. And I did trim, I trimmed the stash on Tuesday. I was like, yeah, I think it's time to cut it down a little bit. And so I did that. I was like, it actually is filling out more than it was before. So, it's in a good spot. But I did peel off the D brand skin because I was like, I can't put any cases on it, and it's clearly a detriment when that's happening. So I got cases back on.
Damn.
So that's where.
How long did that D skin last?
Not long, like 2 weeks. I still do have the back skin though, and I will be putting that on. Yeah, just not the full frame one.
That's funny as fuck.
So yeah, just the little battles we have.
What an eventful like week to 2 weeks. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at you go.
That was pretty cool. It's been pretty cool.
Yeah. I maybe this is just a string of not a great week for us, because you remember me telling you last week about the whole like lack of Apple CarPlay in my car?
Yeah.
So my thought process, and if I'm re-explaining this, tell me to fuck off. But
fuck off.
My thought process was, okay, it's either software related or hardware related, meaning like the USB port is fucked up and maybe I just swap that out. So finally got this USB port, and it came at like 7 p.m. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can go put this in tonight. Like maybe it won't be that bad. And so I have this iFixit tool set that has like all the things you need to pop out pieces of upholstery.
Yeah.
And so I'm like prying at this thing, and it popped out. Like if you imagine this being the center console, it popped out enough, but it wouldn't pull out enough where I could disengage like the pins that were in it. Like the wiring harness wouldn't stretch far enough. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck this up. And so I looked it up, and you have to take the whole center console all the way up to the fucking front of the car and take that up in order to get this thing out. I'm like, okay,
sucks.
I'm gonna have to wait till the weekend, or I'm gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
So I ended up taking yesterday off. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. So at like 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm outside, like unscrewing my fucking center console, lifted the whole thing up, got it unplugged, put the new one back in, set it down, and it wasn't the fucking USB port. It still didn't fucking work.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh god, okay. And I'm like deeply diving into the fucking internet. Like if you were to like look up Camaro CarPlay issues, I'm like 3 of the 6 fucking like people that are posting on this. Like, yeah, I'm doing whatever I can because there's nothing on this. Like,
yeah, it is strange when you get that deep into an issue where you're like, oh, this is like new territory.
Like I am the fucking founder of this shit. Like I am doing the legwork to fix this fucking.
You are Lewis and Clark,
literally.
Yes. Yeah. Of
Camaro
CarPlay.
I'm like digging, can't find any fucking videos on YouTube or anything. And then the weirdest title comes up on YouTube, and it was like demo of CarPlay in Camaro. And I'm like, okay. So I looked it up, and this lady just like perfectly fucking plugs this iPhone in. It was like an iPhone 8 or something, 2017, exact same model, and it immediately works. So I'm like, fuck. Okay, it's gotta be software then. Like if the hardware didn't work, everything else works fine. Gotta be that. So I email the dealership, like the service team.
I email Chevy.
Yeah, I literally emailed Chevy. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What do I do? They're like, well, your car has like OnStar. Call OnStar and they'll update it for you. Okay. And I'm like, really? Like that doesn't sound normal, because in most modern cars you can just click the update software button and it will do it. This does not do that. So I called OnStar, and some ghetto ass fucking bitch picks up the phone call, and I'm like, hey, so this is my problem. She's like, oh, yeah. So you need to update the module. Like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, what do you mean module? She's like, yeah, you just need to update it. Like, you're not telling me what I need to know. Not only have I only explained the situation, but she doesn't know what car I have. She doesn't know the model. I didn't tell her anything related to the car. So she has no fucking clue what she's talking about. She's just spitting out what she thinks.
Yeah.
Like, this bitch is not going to be helpful.
I wish I could be that confident and that wrong about an issue like that.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you have to replace the module, which in her sense was like replacing the whole fucking head unit.
Yeah.
Which is not an option. That's like $900.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, fuck. So I emailed the dealership back. I'm like, this is what they told me. It can't be done. Like, what can I do? And they're like, you have to bring it into the dealership now. Like,
All
God
right.
damn it. So on the 29th, I'm taking it into the dealership. It's at minimum $150 diagnostic fee. And then they're going to fucking charge me whatever they feel like to update my software. If they even can.
I'd say that's so incredibly stupid. I know Denton did something kind of similar with his last truck, his Ford. I know it was Ford, but like he updated it from Sync 3 to Sync 4 or something that enabled CarPlay something or another. So I mean, I assume if you've gone that deep into it, it's probably not an option.
Yeah, I don't it's the thing is, like, I remember his situation, he updated the USB port that accepted the newer.
That's right. Yeah.
And so that fixed it for him and allowed him to do updates. But like that sadly doesn't correlate. And the issue is with the line of the 6th gen Camaro, every aspect of like the AC, the brains of the car, all sorts of different things are in this head unit. It's not like a separate ECU situation. So you can't just like knock out the head unit and put an aftermarket head unit in, which would fix every single one of my problems because it's all correlated. So you can't do that. You can't even update to a bigger screen of the same fucking head unit because it's locked to the VIN number of the car.
That is so incredibly dumb.
It's like they're literally fucking gatekeeping every change possible in this car.
Yeah. Damn, you know what you should do is you should just put a Bluetooth speaker in there.
Yeah, seriously.
And then your phone has CarPlay on its own screen.
Well, see, you can't like it's Jesus. It's also extremely hard to update the fucking like speakers in the car because all of the amp and everything is in the fucking head unit. It's like you can't.
At least the head unit's really easy to update.
Yeah, fuck that shit. So I've just been having a hell of a time with this car.
Ooh, yeah. That's a boner.
Yeah,
everything's just connected. Isn't it beautiful? Don't we love it, folks? It's all connected. It's beautiful. They call it the weave. It's all connected.
And it's like everyone, like Reddit is great and Reddit is also trash in both sense because you get the people that are helpful, that are like the first couple responders, and then you get the fucking idiots that come after thinking they have an idea. Like I got messages like, "Oh, that's just a Camaro thing." Oh, I just did this. I started plugging my phone in for a week and it fixed it. Like, are you fucking dumb? Like, what do you think I've been fucking doing? I've had this car since the 8th. I've been plugging it in every fucking day I've had it. It doesn't just magically start fucking working again. It doesn't work.
What if it did though? What if it did?
Christian, I'm gonna be pissed off next week.
It's just like ding.
Someone was like, "Oh yeah, you have to go in and you have to." Someone was like, "Oh yeah, it's a setting in your phone," and I'm like, do you even have an iPhone? Like, do you know how CarPlay works in a phone? Because it's not this toggle that you turn on and off. Yeah. It's a toggle. It's a setting that you connect to your car. You don't just you don't restart your phone and it starts fucking working. Like, don't tell me to turn CarPlay on and off when that's not how fucking CarPlay works.
Have you tried restarting your phone though?
Yeah, fuck you, bro. I've updated to the newest fucking software. I've updated my phone, hard restarted, changed out 4 fucking USB cords, bro.
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, no, trust me.
Did you try turning it off and back on?
Dude, I've done everything I physically can to not take this to the dealership.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean, that sucks.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I did hit
CarPlay.
Yeah, I did hit 2 of my coworkers this week with a "Have you tried restarting it and turning it back on?" And it worked, and they were both like, "I hate you."
Dude, oh my god! Not to just derail, but there's this guy at work. He is the customer service manager, and he's like late 60s, maybe even early 70s.
Perfect.
And he's the kind of guy that he will explain something to you with full confidence, kind of like we were talking about earlier, but then like not really know all of it. Like for example, before I got this car, he was like, "Oh, dude, you like, I really like your Mustang." I'm like, "Thank you." He's like, "I have one too." I'm like, "Oh shit, that's pretty cool. Like, what kind of Mustang do you have?" He's like, "Oh, it's a 2020 Mustang GT." Like, sick.
Sick, yeah.
And so probably a month later, he comes by and we start talking about it again, and he shows me a picture of it, and I'm like, I didn't tell him, but it was not a 2020. It was like the gen before
Yeah.
this generation, which is like earlier than 2015.
Yeah.
And so clearly not the same fucking car. And I'm like, I don't have the heart to tell him. And so he fucking pulls it in. And he like the next day, I'm like, "Oh yeah, what year did you say it was?" And he's like, "2017." I'm like, "All right, bro, you don't even fucking know, and you own this car." Anyway,
Yeah.
so fast forward to Monday, and one of my coworkers that was in the customer service center was like, "Hey, I had to get a new PC. Like, can you help me plug my stuff in?" I'm like, "Sure, whatever." And I walk over there and he's standing there with these fucking HDMI cords. And he's like, "I swear you just have to take one end and plug it into one monitor and then the other end and plug into the other monitor and it casts that way." I'm like, "Bro, leave. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about." And so I just like took him out of his hands, plugged him into the back of the fucking monitor and plugged it into the PC and it fucking started working. Like,
Whoa.
I'm never taking advice from your fucking dumbass.
That is a good way to know who's a absolute moron.
Yeah, it's like, don't fucking like, what are you doing? When has that worked, and why do you think that you
Yeah.
God, I hate
There's this clip from Matt and Shane's secret podcast, like Shane Gillis' podcast, and they talk about the origin of the word moron, which is like it's supposed to be like somebody that's a covert idiot, like somebody that you didn't know was stupid and then turns out to be stupid. I feel like that just describes it so well. Like, oh, look, this guy's a moron.
It does. It's like it makes me feel a little bit better about myself because there are things that I just like straight up don't know, but I'm not gonna act like I know the answer to it. Like the
Yes.
fact that it's just such bold confidence. So like, "Oh, you just need to plug this. You need to plug one monitor into the other monitor." It's like, are you fucking dumb? Like,
Yes.
no.
This guy's a sneaky idiot. We didn't
he's
know this whole
sneaky
time he was dumb.
He's actually a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's so
God.
cool.
Now I'm mad.
Yeah.
Now I'm just
Yeah.
heated.
Trying to think if there's any big work things that have been happening.
Oh god.
Not really. It's been like this entire week and last week's just flying by. Like I feel like I don't have any downtime, which is nice. Because it's like, oh, it's just boom, boom, boom. There's always like something to occupy my mental space with. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, it's 7 o'clock. Oopsie.
How does it feel to run the company?
Feels excellent. Feels so good. No, it's good. Like there's a couple late nights. Most of them aren't that bad, but it's just there's a lot to do, especially near the holidays. But
So like when you have to work a late night, what are you doing? Like what's making you work so late?
It's usually administrative stuff with accounts. So like part of what I do is onboarding new people, getting their accounts, like creating their campaigns, modifying their campaigns, putting on the platform, making sure the rest of the team like has all of their items from it. It's just like a lot of admin work to get somebody onto the platform and like make sure their campaigns are running smoothly. And then the second part of their campaigns are like the selection process for their content creators, and then managing, making sure like they're happy, like getting all the reports and stuff together. Like it's just a lot of admin work that throughout the day, as like things pop up that I have to like fires I have to put out, it just doesn't leave any time for that. So it'll start to stack throughout the week, especially on Tuesdays because we launch campaigns, or Mondays and Tuesdays because we launch campaigns in our newsletter Tuesday afternoon. So it's like everything has to be done by Monday or Tuesday morning, and those days just get long.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I mean I do like it much more than the last role, which is good. Like overall, I feel like I'm just much better at this, and also much more competent, and it's a better match overall. So
I guess it's the price to pay when you make $500,000.
Yeah, half that'd be nice. That'd be so nice.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Christian's a fucking rich baddie.
I'm not a rich baddie. We do okay, but I'm not a rich baddie.
We do okay.
I just want to be able to. I just want to afford a new cat tree for Mika. That's all it is. I got to keep her off the streets. Bless up.
Bless up. 5%.
Yeah, represent.
That's
But
funny.
no big work things. You know what it really lets me do is try out new golf courses. So Denton and I on Sunday, I'd mentioned we went golfing. We went to Aberdeen, which is it's very flat. It's like a very links style golf course. So it's very flat. There's like kind of tall grasses. And where the design gets you, or like where the course gets you, is in the design, especially visually, because there's a lot of like really straight holes, but they have like bunkers and really strategic spots, and it gets narrow, and like it looks visually intimidating. Like it was very interesting because it wasn't like a bunch of hills and trees and stuff that were the difficult part. It was just like the accuracy and then the strategy of the hole. But no, it was fun. We scrambled for a 74, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, we were playing pretty well. And yeah, I was driving like a maniac, had some really good approach shots. Yeah, it was a fun course. It's normally like $72 like in season during the summer, and when we went, it was like 40 because it was like kind of off season and it was a little bit cold. So
Are they punched?
no, actually, it was in pretty good shape. Like the greens were really nice. It's definitely a step up from the courses we normally play, but it's one of those that like since I've moved here, I've been wanting to go to. It's either too busy, it's not a great time, or just I don't want to pay $72 for it.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of crazy for a fucking round of golf, especially for not
Wild.
like a private place.
Yeah, wild.
That is cool. How far is it from you? Like, is it in St. Louis?
It's in Eureka. Like, there's like 3 or 4 courses in Eureka, which is about 15 minutes from me.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of really nice courses within like 25 minets, which is nice.
That's like I need to move to St. Louis.
Yeah, dude, it's a good place to get onto the golf courses. There's a lot I haven't tried yet, so should definitely do it.
Speaking of golf, are we doing this weekend? Are you actually committed?
I think, yeah. I mean, what else am I doing Saturday?
Sure.
Besides putting it into playing some golf.
I'm playing some golf. I just want to say, like, so one of the guys, his name is Jacob. I don't know if you've played with him.
Did we play at Lake of the Woods? Was he in that group? Like a big coworker group for you?
Maybe
a while ago.
Redhead?
Maybe not.
Okay, maybe not. But he's pretty good. He's kind of one of those guys that, like, if he's feeling himself, he'll start striking pretty hard, and like he's consistent enough to where I don't know if I could beat him. I think I could hang with him, but I don't think I could beat him.
No, you could beat him.
And the other guy is also pretty decent, but if he's not feeling it, it's pretty obvious. So I think we have a real good chance of kicking their ass, especially if you're striking it. If I can somewhat piece together something, I think we got it.
We can go tit for tat. We can put it in there.
Like, I feel like we kind of fucked that course up.
Yeah, we can put it in that course. No, I'm excited now.
Me too. I'm ready.
Yeah, that'll be a fun time because it was
being at 11. That'll be solid.
Yeah, and it's supposed to not be super cold then. Like it'll be like 50s, I think.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fucking cold.
Yeah,
the weather. It would be warm.
No, I walked out today and it was incredibly windy and it was like 40 degrees. I'm like, this is awful. I hate this right now.
Yeah, the wind chill made it feel like it was like 30.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Okay, this says at 11 it'll be 45.
Hell yeah, but sunny, right? Like a little sun.
Yeah, it'll be sunny.
Yeah, super cool. All right, well,
man.
It'll be good. I mean, I want to get out a little bit. I feel like I've been cooped up for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, I get that too.
So that'll be a fun time. I think I sent a couple videos to the old IG. I think I sent like 2.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Let's see what we got.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Play the 2 dudes first.
Okay.
Yeah. You seen this one?
I don't think I have. It says, being a straight guy is actually pretty gay.
Being a straight guy is actually pretty gay.
I agree.
Why? It's like, what, you're interested in like a softer, weaker girl,
like a feminine
and sensitive.
It's delicate.
It's like, what a pussy.
Yeah.
Be a man.
Exactly.
Right?
Be a man and like roughhouse with a dude.
Exactly.
Some strong guy.
Someone your own size.
Give yourself a challenge.
I know. It's
like
just
hold on to some guy's manly shoulder.
It's really so
Have fun handling that?
Think about it.
Exactly.
Like
doing
spending
that.
time
With some like wimpy girl.
Be a man and
do it
with
not that
another
everyone
guy.
likes wimpy girl, you know. But
Exactly.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was an interesting reel that popped up on my feed. I was
What's
taking
your
a
take on
dump.
that?
I think it's really funny. I like the intense gaslighting.
Someone says, "Nah, they got gay recruiters now."
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This one
Gay,
person had been a lesbian since birth.
gay propaganda, baby.
That's funny as
Yeah.
fuck. All right, which one else?
The very bottom one. This is the only other new one.
The
Get that one for a
buffoons.
spin. Check this out.
I also love, like, it looks like he's not going that fast, but he just still fucking whips.
It's just the inertia, you know.
That's
Yeah,
bad.
you don't want another spin. I want to see somebody get ran over again.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's just the best when it fucking runs back over him. Oh my god.
There's just so much momentum going into it.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you got any new ones?
Yeah, I got some good ones. Have you seen this one?
No.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, yo,
Oh my God.
Yeah, like, doesn't look that bad until you hear his fucking scream, and you're like,
Dude.
I'm gonna hear that in my dreams.
That is a primal scream.
He's not okay.
No. I mean, I feel like I've seen worse. Like, I was definitely bracing for a bit. Like, that's terrible. If you're listening, this dude was like on one of those really high gymnastics trampolines, and he's doing a bunch of flips, and predictably his back comes down and meets his feet in one, and he like bends in half. Like, he's not okay. Don't get me wrong.
No, he's fucked.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's cool.
Oh, also, side note, did you watch the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight?
Oh my God, yeah. How have we not talked about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think about it?
Let me show you this video and then we'll
Okay.
talk about it because it lines up.
Okay.
So the caption is, "Did they show on Netflix how everyone left?"
Is that like right after it?
This was right after the fight was over, and they're like
Damn.
huddling up to start announcing. Everyone left because that fight was fucking trash.
That was awful. So clearly rigged. Like, of course it was. Like, it was kind of like wrestling. I feel like everyone knew it was, scripted, or they weren't going full blast to a degree, but just still to see it was like, man.
It was it was disheartening. It was like I wanted to see Mike Tyson beat the fuck out of Jake Paul.
Yeah.
It's like you saw his training videos, and the dude was a monster. I mean, absolute menace.
Yeah.
And then he comes up and he looks like he was locking his knees the whole time and was afraid to throw a punch. Like he was fucking sucking his thumb with his glove. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, he was definitely gassed after that first round. Like, the first round, it looked like he was moving pretty decent, but like the cardio just left, and he was gone. Like, even in round 2, you're like, okay, this guy looks his age.
No, honestly, I don't believe that. I think that
Really,
after round 1, I think he realized like he might be going a little too hard.
I might kill this guy.
Backed out because like there's so many moments where like you saw his training videos, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like the dude was like lunging and full on fucking punching. Like Mike Tyson did not throw that many punches first round. Like he was not moving crazy in the first round.
Yeah.
If he was training like that, he should have been easily able to just unleash on the first couple rounds, and he did not even do that.
Yeah. Like the side I was worried about was like I believe he's got the power and the strength to do it, but he hasn't taken hits like that in a long time. Like, that's half of boxing. He's just like taking hits.
True.
And he's a 6-year-old dude. Like, that's a big variable that you can't really train for. Yeah, I mean, I know next to nothing about boxing, but I feel like getting hit in the face in the ring is much different than probably whatever training you're going through, because you don't want to intentionally beat the shit out of yourself. But yeah, that, and like I felt like especially in the later rounds, Jake Paul could have probably killed him with some punches. Like he was definitely holding back too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's no way that a dude in his prime is not, unleashing on him. But I mean, I'm glad he didn't get knocked out. Mike Tyson, of course. Like I think everybody is. Like nobody wanted that outcome. But yeah, just an entire waste of time. Just a full blown waste of time.
Definitely. Like the fact I'm mad that I stayed up till 11:45 to watch that shit. Like truly, the fucking wild cards before were a million times better. Even the fucking shit ass like amateur one that was the first one. That fight was fucking better than the other ones, or than the last one. Like the women's fight was fucking crazy. That lady's eye was like her eyelid was dangling the whole time. Gnarly.
Yeah, when they take punches from those gloves and like it breaks the skin open, I'm just like, ugh, that's so gross.
It is crazy.
The irony of that whole fight situation was, I have a Netflix account that I pay for, and one of my like in the sibling group chat, somebody's like, "Hey, does anybody have like a Netflix I can use for this?" I'm like, "Yeah, just use mine. It's whatever." And I think I have like 2 available slots on it, and then another sibling logged in, and I was like, "Okay, so I guess I'm streaming it from from a different site."
Yeah.
So I use the good old methstreams.com.
There you go.
And strummed it that way.
That's good.
Yeah. So
I felt like the fight should have looked like this. Like, where was that?
That's incredible.
Where was that?
If you're listening, it's just 2 dudes locked in like hockey fight, just punching the absolute crap out of each other right in the face. Yeah, that's cool. He's got the American shorts on. Like that's what we're missing in this country.
Truly classic.
That's the great unifier we need. Is somebody in American boxing trunks just beating the shit out of somebody from Russia. We need Rocky.
We do. Truly.
Oh my god.
Maybe that'll be the next fight, Jake Paul.
I would love that. Jake Paul versus Rocky Balboa. That would actually be a good idea because he's an old dude out of his prime as well. Like that's a good matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one more video and then we can wrap it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you like it.
I got everything cut. It's ready to go.
Oh no.
I just got one more.
Oh, don't do that.
And I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna record
I do.
it.
Is this one of those foreshadowing
So if
videos?
this thing falls on me.
Those are
I
so
die, you'll know how. All right, there's a lot of tension on this, so it should pop. The whole thing should just.
There's a lot of tension on this.
So hopefully nothing bad happens.
Oh my god. Oh! No.
What do you think?
I think he's not the same as he was. He's not the same as he was before.
Yeah, I don't think he's dead.
Nah. Promes Construction. That's the page of Jason C. Promes. Click on the page. See if he's alive. I will remember you.
Yeah, where
I mean, he seems to have a thing for stairs with single lights in the middle of them.
he does.
I don't know, man. Where'd he go?
Bro, where the fuck you at?
He's a ghost.
There's no pictures of him, man.
What's the most recent post date?
Let's see. Yeah, this should tell us.
Well, see, that's
July 28th.
well, that's a pinned one.
Oh.
Make like the 4th one there. There you go.
So let me show you.
1 day ago. Okay.
Okay, all right, he's alive.
See what
Wow.
happens when you don't use a bracket like this.
Is that the same name?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Got everything cut.
Yeah, it's him.
It's ready to go.
Yeah, it's him.
Damn. Well.
I wish he died. I mean, no, it would've been cool if he died.
Every story has a great ending. You're getting your car fixed. That guy's still alive. My wallet was found. My phone's okay. I'm done with the bitches and hoes.
Maybe this week wasn't
life's
that bad.
good. Yeah, this is a great week wrap.
That's right.
Yeah. And we're about to put it in a course.
That's facts. We'll come back to y'all next week and tell you how we played.
Let you know how that went.
All right, man. You ready to wrap this bitch?
I think so, Chief.
Thanks everyone for tuning in to another episode. We will catch you next week.
See you, Lou.